Both the iPhone and Samsung telephoto lenses are 5x optical zoom, so if you want to zoom further, it will crop and you will lose quality. To counter that, you can use a zoom lens like the 240mm lens from Reeflex G-Series, and I should say I've never been as impressed with any third-party lens for phones. When I took a picture with this lens at roughly 10x zoom, the results turned out gorgeous. You can also add additional magnetic add-ons to take telephoto macro shots, like the picture Nina took here for the spider web, which would be impossible to capture without a lens like this. Hello, this is Mo. Welcome to TechMo, and today we are gonna review the Reeflex lenses, and thanks for Reeflex for sending me these lenses to review. Ta-da! To use the lenses, you need a case. They have cases for both iPhone and Galaxy, and the case itself is lovely with a nice texture on the back. I have it for both the iPhone 16 Pro Max and iPhone 16 Pro. But you can also get it for the Galaxy S25, S24, and S23 Ultra. I'm using the iPhone in this review since it is easier to showcase the lenses with the Reeflex Pro Camera app, but there shouldn't be a difference if I use the Galaxy. You also don't need to worry about changing your phone because you only need to buy a new case and the lenses will continue to be supported. The first lens I want to show is the 240mm telephoto lens, which will give you a 10x optical zoom quality. It is designed for iPhone 16 Pro, Pro Max and iPhone 15 Pro Max 5x telephoto camera, and also compatible with earlier Pro models from iPhone 13 Pro upwards, as well as Samsung Galaxy S25, S24, S23 Ultra devices. You have to attach it to the telephoto lens and not the main lens. The lens is rather compact, uses real glasses elements, and has a nice aluminum frame. Overall, the G-Series looks and feels very premium. For reference, this is Nina, and this footage is taken with a Sony FX30 cinema camera. The pictures I took of Nina with this lens are very sharp, and Nina liked them a lot too. The colors also turned out very natural and nice. To give you an idea of how far Nina was, the left photo is taken with the main 24mm lens, and the one on the right side is taken with a 240mm zoom. For some reasons, the colors are even better on the 240mm reflex lens compared to the original picture without the lens. The pictures are also turned out great in low light situations right before sunset. Here, if we compare the 10x zoom from the phone to the 240mm lens, you can clearly see that the picture with the lens has less noise and is sharper. Maybe this picture shows it better. If we zoom into the windows, you can see the sharpness coming from the optical quality of the lens. The added value is that you can also zoom even further if you put the lens on the iPhone or the Galaxy. There's also a 200mm and a 300mm add-on for macro photography that you can place on top of the 240mm lens. For macro photography, I recommend using the Reeflex Camera Pro app so you can see what the camera is focusing on, with green lines overlaid on top of the focus area. On Galaxy, you can turn on this feature in Pro mode. I found the pictures turned out great, and this is a nice option for people interested in macro photography who don't want to spend a lot of money on an expensive camera. Speaking of macro, you can also get yourself a standalone 10x macro lens. With this lens, you can get very close to the subject, unlike the telephoto macro, where you have to keep some distance. Here, you can see Nina taking a picture of the wood texture using this lens. Also, since you are using the main lens rather than the ultra-wide lens, you get not only more pixels, but also a larger sensor area. Therefore, the picture will have more dynamic range and better quality. If you don't want to get too close to the subject, you can get the long-range 10x macro. You have to keep a bit more distance from the subject, and that's a nice option for flowers or insects since they move around. One other lens that you may find useful, especially if you do vlogging or real estate videos, is the Fisheye. Nina loved this lens, and I think you can take some funky creative videos and pictures with it. As the name suggests, it is a fisheye lens, so it will distort the image to have a wider range. It creates a very unique field of view for the subject, but you can fit much more into the frame because of that. I also think this is the best option for vlogging, as picture will look like an image coming out of an action camera. This chunky boy is a 2x telephoto lens. If you want to take a portrait picture, it is usually recommended to shoot at 50mm focal length, but with both iPhone and Galaxy, that means you have to crop the image from the main lens. This 2x zoom solves that issue, and as a result, you can get nice portrait shots with a naturally blurred background. If you are taking photos in sunny conditions and want to avoid flare, you can use the lens hood that comes with the lens. This way, you control the light coming into the camera and prevents unwanted light. One problem with both Galaxy and iPhone is that the ultra-wide camera has a small sensor, which means first, the image quality is not going to be as good as the main lens, and second, in low light situations, you will get a worse picture. That's where you can use the ultra-wide lens from Reeflex to get the same optical quality for the ultra-wide shots as the main lens, with the same background blur. For example, here on the left side, you can see the camera's default ultra-wide lens in comparison to the Reeflex ultra-wide lens, and as you can see, the optical quality and bokeh are better in the picture on the right. One trend in videography is using an anamorphic lens. An anamorphic lens is a special type of lens that squeezes a wider field of view onto a standard sensor or film, creating cinematic wider screen images with unique lens flare and oval bokeh, which we usually associate with cinematic footage. On the Galaxy, you can get anamorphic de-squeeze in the default camera app, but on iPhone, you have to use a third-party app like Blackmagic. On both, however, you can get some very nice cinematic footage with your phone if you use this type of lens. You can also use a step-up rings and different filters on these lenses to get better footage. For example, here I'm using a CLP filter, which softens the harsh highlights on the face, and as you can see, when I add the filter, Nina's face looks much nicer, whereas without the filter, the highlights look harsh. You can attach other filters like ND filters to the lenses as well. ND filters are like sunglasses for your lens and camera. They reduce the amount of light coming into it. All in all, I'm very impressed by the quality of the lenses from Reeflex, and the hype is real. I've tested many other systems in the past, but this one has very high optical quality. Also, for some reasons, the pictures coming out of the lenses and the Reeflex Pro camera app have better and warmer colors than the ones from the default iPhone app, or at least I prefer the colors, which can be a bit subjective. You also don't need to buy every single lens and can probably get away with just a few that you really like and want to have, depending on your style of photography. Since the threads on the lenses are standard, you can keep them for many years and only change the case when you get a new phone. Overall, I really like the optical quality of the lenses. I especially like the 240mm one and the fact that you can put a 200mm and 300mm macro on top of it, so you can also do macro shots without the need to get really close to the subject. I would get the ones that I really need. If it was up to me, I would probably get the anamorphic lens. I would probably get the 240mm one because I get that juicy 10x zoom, but it's up to you which one you prefer. I'll put the link to all of them in the description. Also, there is a Facebook group if you want to join the community. I'll put the link to that also in the description. Reeflex was also kind enough to offer a discount code to you all. Use the code MOC10 if you want to get a 10% discount. It is not an affiliated link. I'll also put the link to the apps and the Facebook group in the description. If you enjoyed this video and want to know more about phone photography, you can watch this video next. Thanks for tuning into Techmo, and I will see you in the next one.